Hey Sag, welcome to Black Star Tarot. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is your monthly oracle reading. So we're going to be using the Spirit Speaking deck, Path of Shadows, and the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is one of my favorites, right? This deck just doesn't get old. Like, it's just a nice deck. Anyway, so first we're going to start out with just a couple messages, and then we'll get into the oracle, okay? So let's see what messages we have for Sag. What do you have for Sag? I needed that deep breath. I needed that. Okay. All right. One more shuffle. Get it. All right. What do we have for Sag? Spirit messages for Sag. That one. Okay. So this says the reason, or no, this person will pull you back. This person will pull you back. Okay. All right, so we want to look out for that. So if you're dealing with any negative Nancy's, right, any toxic people, you know, just know that they may pull you back, okay? I don't know. We'll see if that shows up again, okay? All right, so now we got, let me get my glasses. So now we have, here we go. Sabotaging relationships. So it says, in the tangle of love, my demons merge, and I wonder if yours will ask them to dance. So in the tangle of love, my demons emerge, and I wonder if you will ask them to dance. So what we do got, okay, geez, we'll just talk about it later. Let's get this. I have so much to say, and we already know where this is going. So even if I just start going on like intuitively, like what's already, just these two cards is telling me a lot for you this month, Sag. So we'll get into this relationship, you know, in a second. Okay. Messages for Sag. It's too much going on to have somebody holding you back right now. And we have never-ending story. All right, so this is card 32. No, it's 37. I need to put my glasses on. All right, so that's a 10. So something's coming to an end, okay? All right, so let's read that so we can get the full message, and then we're going to get into all of this craziness right here that I see. All right, 37, 32, 33. I'm coming. 35, 36. All right, 37. So it says self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas, exactly, right? So it says there is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. Y'all reading about to be good. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, you must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, sacred, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. And then I'm going to read the love part, okay, because this is definitely a relationship here. Okay, so it says sometimes your heart enters a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to success of a relationship. Consider how vulnerable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, and abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself those old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all narratives, none of them were never true anyway. So some of you this month, like, and you living with somebody, okay? Yeah, well, I guess so, because this relationship is like intense. So you're living with somebody, and I just feel like, you know, a lot of you want to move, you want to go, you're not sure what to do, but this is a conversation, you and somebody else. Somebody done said something, you done said something. It could have hurt the other person's feelings. Maybe it was about, you know, the way they look. But this ending is somebody's like biggest fear. Like, I just like, because fear came up a couple times in that reading. Like, it came up in the first message, and then also in the message about love and relationship. Okay, so definitely some fears here about like what's going on, or maybe somebody doesn't know. Like, I honestly feel like two people have already separated from each other. Like, they have gone. But there's an energy that's saying, okay, like, what do I do from here? Like, are they coming back? Someone wants somebody to come back, right? And that's the question, right? But this is, I don't know, this is wild. It's time to let something go. Either you've already done it, or you're gonna do it, Sag. But let's get some cards. Honestly, it's done. Either you, even if you broke up with somebody already and this person is already gone, right, that it's here. But if they're still around, like say if you're still living together, someone's leaving, okay? Someone's going, bye. Yeah, this is a new cycle. All right, you could be dealing with any sign, okay? Any signs, because for me, the world represents, you know, all signs. But nevertheless, somebody's moving, okay? Like I said, somebody's on their way out. Somebody's going bye-bye, all right? The world talks about, you know, travel, okay? It talks about moving. It talks about completions, all of those things. So your relationship this month is on its way out, okay? And hey, yeah, everything happens for a reason, right? So everything will be okay. Look, you can't make it up. Somebody is definitely, oh, y'all, it's a wrap. It's relation. And oh, you can't make this up. Look who on the bottom of the deck. Even more travel, more movement. Okay, so definitely somebody's moving out, or someone's moved on. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. I need to get a sip of water. Throat is so dry. That's much better. Okay. So I told you y'all reading was going to be, you know, kind of fun. So complete breakup. Let's go there. All right. Somebody's moving. Somebody's making plans to do it. All right. And death is here to just kind of seal the deal for us. Okay. Somebody wants immediate change. Okay. So all things must pass when death shows up. I'm just telling you, that's a school bus outside. Just ignore that. All right. So somebody wants to go, and death is here to say, yep, it's time. It's time. So there will be a loss in a relationship. Okay. There will be some type of change this month. All right. So just prepare yourself, but this is not a surprise. All right. For some of you, this is not a surprise. All right. So we got a lot of conflict. Okay, what's going on now? All right, somebody could have betrayed somebody. There's been disagreement. Somebody feels defeated. You know, there is loss. All of that is here. All right. So this is either how you're feeling, or they're feeling, or this is just the overall energy. There's just some type of loss here. Like there's something that just needs to change, and something that needs to go. Things need to change. That's what the problem is here. And you know, that's crazy, because your first card was like, you know, this person will hold you back. So some of you got a decision to make. Whoops, where'd that go? I fell on my lap. Some of you got a decision to make. Let me shuffle these. Oop, you don't belong in here. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do you have for Sag? I like for them to fly out. It's fun. All right. So you have the Devil, straight up toxicity. Somebody wants to give you something, nevertheless. Okay. You may hear from this person. Maybe they're trying to give you something. Maybe they have something that belongs to you. For those of you who your person has already moved out, you can expect a message from them, okay? They're going to call you, and I feel like they, like, okay, so either the call is going to be because they just want a new start, or the message is going to be about something that they have that belongs to you. It could be something valuable. All right, but let's get into the devil. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Again, you don't have to be Scorpio, any water sign for that matter. So the devil is just, it's just the overall energy of where you are, you know, right now. This is that typical toxic, you know, relationship. You know, that person that in the beginning seemed like they were great. This was your soulmate. You know, everything was just all magical, and then now it's different, right? It's like some of you are so mad right now. Like you're mad about something, you're angry about something, you're tempted to do things. Like some of you are out of pocket right now. All right, maybe this is your person. Maybe they just upset. Maybe you dumped them, you put them out, and they are annoyed. Okay, they're not. I just feel like someone, I don't know, I just get that energy of just anger. All right, they mad. Somebody's really mad. So nevertheless, toxicity, this is that one. I wouldn't be surprised like if we had like other oracle cards that all twin flame type stuff be flying on the table, because that's what the devil brings. Like he bring that kind of relationship. All right, so many messages. Somebody out there is mad, right? Somebody done got put out, you know, they not happy about any of this. You know, some of you are restraining yourselves, you know, from just literally just letting loose on them. All right, because there's anger here. I don't know why I feel it, but I do. Okay, so, you know, this is the type of energy you just should just leave alone. All right, it ain't even no point in going too far with this reading, because this is what you got. Like somebody is gone. Somebody is moving out, right? And somebody is mad. Very, very, very mad. So we got the 8 of Cups. See what I'm saying? Somebody done took flight. Goodbye. They just let go. They just said, you know what? I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to abandon this situation because it's just too much. It's pulling you all out of alignment, right? All kinds of stuff going to start happening if y'all don't get out of this nonsense. Look, we got death. Again, some of you are definitely dealing with a Scorpio. And if you're dealing with a Scorpio, ooh, you break up with them, they can be nasty. Some of you are married to a Scorpio because the devil is here. Good luck. Good luck, Sag. I know you can turn up too, but the thing about it is I feel like a lot, if this is if you don't put somebody out and they mad, like if it's a Scorpio, like for you, you're just like, you know what, I'm not even trying to hurt this person. Like I feel like you guys can have, you know, more of a heart with things, right? Like you may not want to hurt this person, like even physically, you know, or emotionally or anything, even though some of you did say something kind of crazy. All right, I felt that in the beginning. I don't know if I said that or not. Like one of y'all may have said something, but anyway, yeah, they turn up. They don't like, not only do they not, as Scorpios, if this is a Scorpio, not only do they not like rejection, right? They will just keep stuff going, right? Particularly in like relationships with love, right? So you may have a little Tasmanian devil on your hand. So just, you know, be mindful of that. And like, again, like, I don't know, like I feel the police almost, like I feel like for some of you, like somebody could have called the cops. But I don't know, it just has just a heated type of energy that's coming off this table, and it's not funny. It's just that it's like I can feel it, you know what I'm saying? Like I can feel it from the get-go. So anyway, death again, and what are we going to do about this? Because I feel like, again, somebody is just not, they just ain't trying to have it. Could be a Taurus, a Libra, or Sag. It could be another Sag. But nevertheless, this is a contracted type one of those contracted relationships. You need to learn something from this. Like there's something, like there's a higher learning involved with this, because there is some type of soul contract. Anyway, let me just keep going. We'll get one more card and then we're going to go. Okay, Sag, so it's crazy. It is crazy. Look at the Tower on the bottom of the deck. May not necessarily relate to you, but let's get one more and just kind of get out of here. I hope there's like a silver lining. It is a silver lining, but I hope this clears up soon. Okay, yeah, see, 4 Wands. I hope it clears up soon. So some of you definitely married to an individual here. I think I said that earlier too. You're definitely married, but I feel like things are going to definitely get better after a while. Okay, things are going to, you know, calm down. You know, once this person is out of your home, you know, you'll be a lot happier because that's in your future, right? The 4 Wands is in your future. So for now, a lot of you are just going through the motions, trying to get this person out your crib, you know, trying to get them to stop calling you, trying to get them to just go away. All right. And that's what you want. But nevertheless, like if they haven't already gone, they're going, right? So I don't know, you know, reverse the roles because I can't tell like who's who, you know what I'm saying? So, reverse the roles if necessary. And Sag, I'll see you guys in your next reading.